Welcome to Fantastic Realm. I'm Iyare, and this is your weekly roundup of what's hot in comic books. This week, there are loads of great books out, and we're going to take a closer look at the end of Final Crisis and a look at what's going on with the Fantastic Four. Plus, we've got indie action, courtesy of Gerard Way's Umbrella Academy and Greatest Hits. Out this week is issue number 563 of the Fantastic Four. Written by Mark Millar, drawn by Brian Hitch. This is a beautiful looking book. They are the team that was behind the Ultimates. And what we've got here is a run that kind of balances out the kind of fantastic action, as it were, against the kind of real, kind of grounded story of their family and their interpersonal relationships. This book, like the cover suggests, focuses on the Thing and his new love interest, but there is plenty of action going on in this one, and a setup for what looks like some major action involving Doctor Doom in the near future. So if you like the Fantastic Four, or you want to kind of catch up with Doctor Doom's latest shenanigans, then you're going to need to be following this book. This is Fantastic Four 563, and it's on your shelves this week. We've finally reached the end of the Final Crisis as issue number 7 of 7 hits your shelves. Hopefully, this is the issue that's going to clear up all of the confusion and help us understand this whole run of books. Unfortunately, that's not what happens. We get another dense, very complicated story that jumps from time frame to location to different characters all the way through, and without ever being clear and explicit about what's going on. I know that this is probably poetic and deep, but I'm not following it. I'm not getting it, and therefore I just don't really care about what's going on. I mean, if you've been enjoying this book and you get it, then more power to you. Well done you. You're probably some sort of MIT brain box, and good on you. But I am not following this, and I'm frankly, I'm pretty glad that it's over. Anyway, don't let me put you off. Final Crisis number 7 hits your shelves this week. Umbrella Academy issue 3 hits your shelves this week. The current storyline in this is called Dallas, and what we've got here is this kind of, it's an epic story. It takes in different countries of the world. It's got time travel in it. It's even got the afterlife in it, this issue. And what we've got is just an entirely perfect union of writer and artist. Gerard Way writes really snappy dialogue and creates these weird and wonderful characters. And Gabriel Barr's art is totally perfect for the story he's crafted. So this, for me, is one of the best ongoing books at the moment. I've really been enjoying it. And it's only on issue number 3. So if you haven't been involved in the Umbrella Academy so far, this is a great time to jump in, grab yourself some back issues and enjoy and find out what all the fuss is about. Okay, this is it. Umbrella Academy number 3 hitting your shelves this week. This is one of the books I look forward to each month. This is Greatest Hits. It's a 6-part mini-series, and this is part 5, so we're getting towards the end of it. It's drawn by one of my favourite all-time artists, a guy called Glenn Fabry, who I've been following since back in his days working for 2000 AD here in Great Britain, drawing things like Slain. And it's written by a guy called David Tishman. Make sure I get that right, because this is one of my favourite books around at the moment. It basically takes the premise that what if a group of superheroes had emerged in the 60s in Great Britain? Wouldn't they have been a lot like the Beatles? How would the world have reacted? That is what this book kind of imagines and kind of feeds to us in a kind of a flashback format. It's just really good fun. There's some really funny moments in it, some great looking art, and like really kind of eye-popping colours on this book, and I just can't get enough of it, and I can't recommend it highly enough. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, there are a few back issues to kind of grab, but it'll be well worth your time hunting them down. This is Greatest Hits issue 5 of 6 on your shelves this week. I said it was a bumper week for comic books this week, and there's loads of other great stuff out this week for your delectation. Fans of Marvels should definitely check out Eye of the Camera. This is part 3. The Punisher's on the cover and it looks great. Stephen King fans have got The Stand, Captain Trips and Dark Tower Treachery to look forward to. Captain America reaches issue number 46 with Namor on the cover with him. Part 5 of the Lady Bullseye storyline in Daredevil issue number 115. Scar, Son of Hulk. It's a bit of a random one, but it's great fun. This is issue number 7. X-Men Worlds Apart. This 4-part mini-series ends this month. Also coming to an end this month is Punisher Warzone. Ennis and Steve Dillon showing that UK 2000 AD influence looms large in the current comic book world. Spawn Endgame Part 4 in Spawn issue 188 is out this month as well. Fringe, seems like it was ages ago since the last Fringe issue came out, but this is the second one. Issue number 2 of 6 hits the stands this week. Dark Reign continues in the New Avengers, issue number 49. And in the Avengers Initiative Disassembled, issue number 21. Got a question this week asking us about comic books for young people. There's a few things around that we quite like. This Sonic Hedgehog Archives is really great fun for young people and comes in an easy to carry little portable format. In a little small format book there. Also, Marvel Adventures, if you want something full size, this is Marvel for all ages. None of that dark, twisted stuff that will have your munchkin asking you awkward questions in there. Other couple of small format books from Marvel. This one, Spider-Man. This is on that Marvel Ages thing. It's really good fun. And this reprint of Marvel Mangaverse, again in a nice manga-sized package that is easy for a little munchkin to carry around. These are some of our recommendations for young comic readers. Keep any questions or thoughts you've got coming in, leave us a comment or send us an email. That's pretty much all we've got time for this week on Fantastic Realm. Make sure you catch us next week when we'll be bringing you more great new comic books. You can buy any of the books we reviewed at fantasticrealm.co.uk, and don't forget to quote the code FAN1 to get yourself a 10% discount. You can also check us out at our eBay store and see more videos or join our online communities at Facebook, MySpace and YouTube. We've now launched the Fantastic Realm video podcast on iTunes, so feel free to add a comment about this video below, and don't forget you can drop by the store to check out what we've got in stock.